When you know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombots. Know my doctor? Like that, will ya? What a doctor. He's really mixed up. He grabbed my knee and told me to cough and hit me in the balls with a hammer. So when I was born, after the doctor cut the cord, he hung himself. I tell you, my problem is I drink too much, way too much. Yeah. I get my doctor a urine specimen. There was an olive in it. Hey, you kid, I know I'm ugly. I stuck my head out the window, got arrested for mooning. I know I'm ugly. I went to a freak show. They let me in for nothing. Whoa. Kid, I was an ugly kid, too. How ugly? I was so ugly, my mother breastfed me through a straw. I'm ugly, I'm telling you. My proctologist, he stuck his finger in my mouth. Looks don't mean nothing, man. I got a niece, an ugly girl. She got married. She's happy. She married an ugly guy.
Right.
And today they got two very ugly kids.
Ugly kids, yes.
In fact, they're all so ugly in a family album. They only keep the negatives.
He's like, how you be so ugly to keep the family album? They keep the negatives. How you be that ugly though? Honestly, like.
You're talking about a large person. I mean, this girl was fat and ugly. Ooh, was she ugly?
Ugly.
How ugly? I took her to the beach. They asked me what I used for bait. Ugly chick, you kid. When I took her home, my mother put newspapers on the floor. I mean, ugly. I gave her a hickey. I got fur on my mouth. I was an ugly kid, too. I had plenty of pimples. One day I fell asleep in the library. I woke up, a blind man was reading my face. I mean, ugly. Now, when I was born, after the doctor cut the cord, he hung himself. Now, I tell you, I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape, you know? Yeah, last week my wife signed me up for a bridge club. I jump off next Tuesday. I mean, last week nothing went right. I bought a waterbed. There were two Cuban guys swimming in it looking for Florida.
Oh, no.
Oh, well. Last week I went to the track, too. That was a beauty. They shut off the opening gun. They killed my horse. I'll tell you nothing works out. My car broke down again. I got a car, I got nothing but trouble. Every Sunday I take my family out for a push. The last time my wife drove the car, she cracked it up, went into a tree. Told me it wasn't her fault. She blew the horn. My wife isn't too smart, you know. One night she went out, some guy stole the car. I said to her, just see what he looked like. She told me she got the license plate number. She's not smart at all. I told her our kid is spoiled. She told me a lot of kids smell that way, you know? I tell you, it's tough to stay married to my wife. How do you think I feel? She kissed the dog on her lips and she won't drink from my glass. I mean, there's always some. My wife's father, he just moved in too, has electronic pacemaker. Every time he sneezes, the garage door opens.
Oh, no. He's... the pacemaker in the garage. Oh, man. I can't take no more of this, yo.
I'll tell you, life isn't easy. My psychiatrist told me I'm going crazy. I said, if you don't mind, I'd like a second opinion. He said, all right, you're ugly, too. Oh. You kidding? I know I'm ugly. Halloween, I open the front door, kids give me candy. My dog found out we look alike. He killed himself. I was an ugly kid, too. I worked in a pet store. People kept asking how big I get. Too fast for this whole section over here. I was ugly in my sandbox. The cat kept covering me up all the time, you know? You know, what a childhood I had. My mother never breastfed me. She told me she liked me as a friend.
Hey, yo. How can your mother not breastfeed you and say, I like you as a friend, but I don't like you as a child? Like, that has to be one of the most coldest things a parent can do to their kids, yo. A baby.
Kids today is different. They got it too good. They don't appreciate it either. Last Christmas, my kid wanted a BB gun. I gave him a BB gun. He gave me a sweatshirt with a bullseye in the back. Smart kid I got. The other day, I told him about the birds and the bees. He told me about my wife and a butcher. I tell you, my whole life is pressure, nothing but pressure. This pressure is like a heaviness, always on top of me, this heaviness since I'm a kid. Other people wake up in the morning, new day, up and at 'em. I wake up, the heaviness is right there waiting for me. And sometimes I even talk to it, and I say, hi, heaviness. And the heaviness looks back at me, today you're gonna get it good, you know. You'll be drinking early today. And I don't want to drink, I'm a bad drinker. When I drink the next day, I gotta do two things. I try and locate my car, I gotta bring back the car I took. I'm a bad. You know the trouble with me? I appeal to everyone who can do me absolutely no good. With me, nothing comes easy. I met the Surgeon General. He offered me a cigarette.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. Are you kidding? This afternoon, I was in a bar. They told me to get out. They wanted to start the happy hour.
They told him to get out because yeah, he got a rough life. If they tell you got to get out the bar because they want to start the happy hour, you got a rough life. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, it's not easy being me. Well, last week my house was on fire. My wife told the kids, be quiet, you wake up daddy. Now, but I'll tell you, I finally got some respect. They asked me here tonight, you know. And I'll tell you, I'm surprised I'm here. I mean, I voted for Randolph Scott. A cigarette, okay? You don't mind, do you?
You should give that up.
I got a crazy doctor told me to keep smoking. I want to stop chewing gum, so what the heck? How long do you expect to be in Shanghai? Last week I told my kid, be honest, always be honest. He said, all right, I'm not your kid. Oh, last week was rough. I felt sick. My doctor told me to go home and baby myself. So I told my wife to breastfeed me. I took a leak in my pants and I cried for 2 hours. My wife, she don't help either. We got married. I told her I like sex twice a day. She said, me too. Now we'll never see each other. My wedding day, that was a beauty. I went to put the ring on. She gave me the wrong finger. I like Vegas. Yeah. My wife, too, we both like Vegas, you know? Yeah, my wife likes to play the slots, and I like to play the sluts, you know? So it works out good for everybody. No, but I like Vegas. It keeps me busy. I like to keep busy, you know? My age, I don't want to face life. I got to keep busy. And, you know, something always pops up to keep you busy, you know? Like this morning, I had a drug test. I got lucky. It was good pot, you know? Well, one thing, I'm still not drinking. I can't handle the booze. It makes me crazy, you know? I don't want to end up like my old man, you know? Old man was a drunk, big drunk. He drank. Oh, my old man, he saw a sign, drink Canada Dry. He went up there.
Really?
Now, I'll tell you. I tell you, you don't know who to believe. Like Abraham Lincoln, Abe Lincoln said, all men are created equal. I mean, he never went to a nude beach, you know? Now, I woke up the other day, I was trading for nuts.
Trading for nuts.
So I spent the whole day with my wife and her mother.
Really? Yeah.
No, I tell you, I found out, you know, in fact, I found out my wife is faking orgasms.
Faking orgasms?
Yeah, 4 of my friends told me, you know.
Really? Yeah.
Huh?
I tell you, though, you know, when I think back, Milo, with girls, I didn't do too bad. I'm no ladies' man, you know. I got lucky here and there, you know. I met one night, I met a girl at a bar. We talked 15 minutes back to her place. Had the best sex I ever had, you know. Hungry, made me a steak. It was beautiful. On the way out, she says to me, how about some money? I said, oh, no, money I couldn't take. I don't want any money from you.
Oh, man.
You got your pride, yeah.
I mean, she was a lovely girl. Her name was Valerie Dubois. In fact, she told me to call her VD for short.
Really?
I tell you, Jay, I got women figured out pretty good. You
Pretty
know?
good?
I knocked around enough. I know how to make a girl say yes.
Really?
I asked her, am I bothering you?
Yeah.
But remember, always have safe sex. That's important, safe sex. My whole life I'm practicing safe sex.
Yeah.
In fact, I want to thank all the girls who turned me down. And a few who turned me upside down.
Hey, man. I haven't laughed this hard in a minute, yo. Rodney Dangerfield is definitely the king of the one-liners. I mean, you have certain comedians who just have that it factor. You know what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle. You can go back to Eddie Murphy. You know, those guys. But Rodney Dangerfield, man, the way he just spits them out, is really just phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? So salute to the person who told me to look up Rodney Dangerfield, man. I really enjoyed myself. If you enjoyed yourself, hit that like button. Also the subscribe button on my road to 100,000 subscribers. Let's get the conversation started. Is Rodney Dangerfield the king of the one-liners? And if you got any recommendations for me to react to, let me know in the comments as well. I got another video pinned up by the side. Until next time, folks, I'm out.